what's up everybody, I'm Charlie, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make my delicious praline fudge brownies from scratch. This recipe calls for about 15 individual servings. All it is my fudge brownie recipe topped with a creamy and gooey praline topping. Absolutely delicious. So let's get started. Here is all what you will need to make your praline fudge brownies. You will need some all-purpose flour, sugar, unsweetened cocoa, 4 ounces of unsweetened baking chocolate, baking powder, unsalted butter at room temperature, eggs at room temperature, 8 ounces of chopped pecans, evaporated milk, vanilla extract, and some confectioner's sugar. And to bake your praline fudge brownies, you will need some parchment paper and a 9 by 13 inch baking pan. And there we have it. Add 1/2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa, 1 2/3 cup of sugar, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Sift all ingredients into a large bowl. Stir all ingredients together. Here I have 4 ounces of unsweetened baking chocolate, and we're going to take the chocolate and break it into small bite-sized pieces. And this is how it looks when we're done. Our chopped pecans have already been chopped, but there are some chunks of pecans in there, so we're going to take our knife and we're just going to chop the pecans slightly, just to cut down some of those bigger pieces. Here I have 1 cup, that's 2 sticks of unsalted butter, melted, hot out the microwave. We're going to add our 4 ounces of unsweetened baking chocolate in there, and we're going to let this sit for about 3 to 5 minutes. After 3 to 5 minutes, stir all your ingredients together. Now I want to let you know that this butter chocolate mixture will be very hot. So what you want to do now is you're going to let this cool off until it's warm, or let it cool completely before proceeding to mix your batter. Okay? In a separate bowl, add your butter chocolate mixture. Now you want to make sure that your butter chocolate mixture is warm or at room temperature. Very important. Add 4 large eggs in, one at a time. Add the first egg. Stir all ingredients together. Add the second egg. Stir all your ingredients together. Add the third egg in. Stir all your ingredients together. Add the 4th egg in. Stir all your ingredients together. Add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Stir all your ingredients together. Add your wet ingredients into your dry ingredients. Stir all your ingredients together. And our fudge brownie batter is now ready. Now as you can see, this brownie batter is pretty thick, That is normal. Lightly butter the bottom and the sides of your baking pan. Place a sheet of parchment paper into your baking pan. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Add your fudge brownie batter into your baking pan. Using the back of a spoon, spread your fudge brownie batter around your pan as evenly as possible. To make the batter more even, shake your pan slightly. Now it is ready to be baked. Place into a preheated 325 degree oven. Bake for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, remove your fudge brownie from out of the oven. Now we're going to do a toothpick test. Now as you can see, the toothpick will still be slightly wet. That is normal as we are making fudge brownies, of course. Now we're going to let this cool completely. To remove the brownie out of the pan, we're going to take a knife and we're going to go along the edge of the brownie. Now we're going to flip it over. And there we have it. As you can see, the parchment paper is still in the pan. As you can see, we flipped it back over to the opposite side, and this is where we're going to add our praline topping. So let's get started with that. Preheat your fire to medium-high heat. Add 3/4 cup of sugar, 1 1/2 cup of evaporated milk, and 1/2 stick of unsalted butter melted. Let this come to a boil. Our mixture is at a boil now. Now as you can see, our mixture is starting to float to the top of our pot. We're going to take our spoon and we're just going to give that a quick stir. Now we're going to let this simmer for about 8 minutes, and you're going to stir every 2 minutes. It's been about 8 minutes now, and as you can see, our mixture has slightly thickened, exactly what we want. Add 3/4 cup of confectioner sugar and 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Stir all your ingredients together. Now we're going to let this come back to a boil. Our mixture is back at a boil now. Add 1 1/2 cups of chopped pecans. Stir all your ingredients together. You're going to let this come to a simmer first. Then let it simmer for about 5 minutes, stirring every 2 minutes. It's been about 5 minutes. Now I want you to pay close attention to this boiling pattern that we have here. That is exactly what you want. So after 5 minutes, this is exactly what you are looking for. We're going to give this a quick stir. Now you also want to pay attention to the boiling pattern, because cooking times vary and it can take more or less time depending on your stove and the pot and pan and set that you're using. Turn your fire off. You're going to let this cool for about 7 minutes. As it is cooling, it will thicken. Okay? Now you want to let this thicken up slightly before you put it on top of your brownie. Okay? It's been about 7 minutes, and as you can see, the mixture has thickened. Now we're ready to add this on top of our brownie. Just going to pour that on top of your brownie. And while you're doing that, you're going to spread that along the top of your brownie as evenly as possible. Now you're going to let the praline topping sit, meaning that the flavors are going to increase and it's going to thicken even more. So you're going to let this sit for about 10 to 15 minutes before you slice it. Using a knife, cut your brownie into 15 squares. Now you can do this however way you want to. And now it's ready to be served. Here's the final presentation. And there you have it, Praline Fudge Brownies made from scratch. Now it's time to go ahead and take a bite. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. Oh, look how beautiful that looks. Look at that. You see it? The brownie is moist and fudgy. Then you have that creamy and gooey praline topping with those pecans. Very, very good. So good. Oh man. I'm telling y'all, try the recipe. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Praline Fudge Brownies, made by a New Orleans native. Thanks for watching. If you like my channel, you can subscribe to it. You can also check out this recipe along with all of my other recipes, as well as contact me, or if you want to donate to the channel, visit www.charliethecookandrews.com. I am also on Facebook at www.facebook.com/charliethecookandrews. You can like, follow, or contact me on there as well. So, until next time, take care, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Bye-bye.